5 years later, you go, well, gee whiz, I selected the wrong scaffold branches anyway. It's kind of like, I would say it's kind of like training cats. It's just not as straightforward as an apple tree or a peach tree where you've got deciduous branches. You select that branch, and that branch is going to be there, and there it is. Because they don't bend up. Let's go over to this tree. They're doing it to keep it like that. So your functional producers, the best is to come out 3 feet.
I did get a good video over there, that whole thing. YouTube.
Now once a tree gets
Right back to
this size,
our guys.
this weed
Basically, they missed
competition
it.
is nil. So on young trees, very important. On older trees, it's almost inconsequential. But particularly as you get bigger trees and they shade everything else out down below. You might have some weeds and things that grow in there, but they're not real thick. They're not real competitive because they're shaded. Okay, so take a look at this tree. So what you might have to do is actually stick your head in here and look and see what's in there because it's thick. And once you look in there, you say, well, what you want to do on these trees is you want to open the center of the tree up. And so what would you take out? Well, obviously that one right there. We'll take that one out first and just see what it looks like after we take that out. There's my comb. It's still pretty thick in there. So the idea is I want not only sunlight to come in and hit this, but I want sunlight to come in the middle and hit this from the other side as well. So probably this one here, huh?
Because those didn't have much of a chance of doing an umbrella to the outside, right? They're just growing straight up.
What I really like on trees is our branches that come out and lay over like this. That come out and lay over on the side. Like this one here, just perfect. This is perfect, comes over, lays over on the side. This is a really nice one too, comes and lays over. Okay, so now I've got a tree that's quite a bit more open, right? And it's about all I really need to do or want to do. What I see is a couple of things. You see these water sprouts that are in here? These are going to continue to grow right straight up in the tree and shade everything else out down below, so we're going to take those out too.
So the first two you took off, was that about 3 or 4 years growth on those two?
Yeah, I think so. So they could have been taken out earlier also. Could have been taken out. Now, last year, these trees, even though you might look at them and say they need pruning to open them up, we knew that the production was going to be so low that we wouldn't prune. So let me talk about that a minute. You really only want to prune olive trees every other year. In the year when you expect a heavy crop. We expect a heavy crop this year because it was very light last year. And you can also see, if you look at these trees, every one of those little nodes right there has a cluster of flowers coming out on each one. So this is going to be loaded with flowers, all of this. And if I can remove some of the crop, then I get a little bit better growth, and I'll get a little bit better production for following years. So we always want to look at 2 years. When you look at, go up to an olive tree, I want to prune this for 2 years from now. Well, the ideal, if you don't have very many trees, and a lot of you are in this situation, you don't have that many trees, wait until they start to bloom. Because you'll have some individual variability. So you have a tree that's just loaded with bloom, well, make a couple more cuts on that one. Prune that one harder. If you got a tree that doesn't have much bloom, no, just skip it and go to the next one. Make sense? Okay, so what else would we do on this tree, maybe? Doesn't look too bad.
About the ones too far out, so is that a problem? Away from the trunk?
These?
Yeah.
No, those are the best ones. Because then I could easily pick them and hang in here. Maybe from an ornamental standpoint, if I want, of course, I want to have a picnic table or something underneath, I wouldn't. But from a production standpoint, all that stuff that comes out and hangs out like that, we just leave it. In fact, we'll leave it right down to the ground. Particularly small-scale producers. Now, if you're mechanically harvesting and trunk shaking, all that kind of stuff, you got to have access and you got to get in there and those kinds of things. But that's basically about it. Now it's opened up. It's maybe not quite absolutely perfect, but again, I don't want to prune them too much. I cut out, some fruit. If I wanted to, I could come in and maybe remove a couple more in here, maybe like this one. See where I'm in right there? That one. Although I don't really need to. It's got plenty of light. The only reason I would do that would be just to open the middle up a little bit more. You can see another one here. I could maybe take this one out just to open it up a little bit more. But it's not really necessary. I mean, this is the art of it. I could say the same thing over here. I could cut that out. It would open it up a little bit more. But on this tree, I don't really think that it's all that necessary.
Well, what about this one that's just kind of shooting straight up?
This one here? It's not going to hurt anything. I hope we get some fruit on that and it'll bend over.
The big one behind it.
Oh, that's one in there? I didn't see that one in there. Yeah, that's
I don't like that. Going straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, this has got this going right straight up in there, so that'd be a good one to take off. Now I could take it off here, I could take it off here, but it's not really, this little thing isn't ever going to really do much. So I might as well just take it off. Now it's really open. And you see this one? That's kind of growing into the inside. Easy schmeezy. There's another one growing in the inside. Let's get rid of that. Water sprout. People are often get real concerned about this kind of thing. But it's laying there. Maybe it'll have some fruit on it. It's not going to grow upright and shade everything else out down below. This is actually a broken branch. You can cut it out or leave it. It's kind of ugly, so I'm going to cut it out, but it's not really necessary to take it out. And so